Hello YouTube. Today I'll be going over something a little bit different than normal. I'll be going over some of the extinct life that used to be in Ohio. First, a little bit of background. Ohio was a shallow sea a long time ago. I forget when, but way before the dinosaurs. It was an extinct sea. And I'll be going over this book and pointing out some of my fossils so I get exactly what species they are. I have a few trilobites in here. I have some horned corals here. There's just also a bunch of random stuff in here. Different types of shells. Well, clams. Horned corals. Nice specimens there. Brachiopods. Or these might be brachiopods. These are probably bryozoans. But let's get into it. Let's see. Yeah, they're found all over Ohio. Let's see what time. Let me take this off. I'm a little bit warm. Let's see. Well, looks like we could already kind of start to identify some of them. Oh yeah, I also summoned these two. I forgot to bring that out. Well, actually, we kind of can't for now. Preparations, this introduction, and we find them in the Ordovician period. Yeah, we normally find all of these though, but yet what I'm normally finding, all these came from the Ordovician period. Here's a good map of Ohio. Hopefully you can read that, the legend, and see the map, because I love this map. It's really good, and I find fossils around these areas. But mainly Ordovician, which is actually a small section of Ohio, plus around where I am. Alright, let's just move on. Yeah, it was a shallow sea. Well, it looks like the trilobites were from a different date. I did not know that. Well, let's just start classifying. If you want me to look through more of this with you guys, just say in the comments and I could do that. You know, Ohio was filled with glaciers too that eroded these so we could actually find them in rivers and stuff. Let's see. Here we go, horned corals. Let's see, anything special about them that you should know? Well, they got their name because they look like a horn. Well, gastropods. Oh, here we go. Here's something. Look at that. Looks almost exactly like it. That is, yeah, brachiopod. Yeah, you could easily tell with that fossil. I've never found a full one of those, though. Never. And I don't know if these are the same species. Doesn't look like it because on the sides there's no hinges. But at the top looks the same. Let's see, what else? Trilobites, I'm going to pull out a trilobite for you. And hopefully you guys can get a good look at it. Is this the trilobite? This is a trilobite. They're normally found up in this rolled up fashion. I'll bring it really close, hopefully this focuses. You can normally tell it's a trilobite by the ridges on the back. Hope I need to get closer. And then the front, this is the top of my finger, where my finger is at. Then that's the bottom. This is a really well preserved one. So here it is, the tail is down here, the thorax is the spiny parts, then the rest is the head where it flares out on either side. It's kind of hard to see because it's so small. And we don't have fish. And then those horned corals, here we go. One of these keys. Really helpful. But I could go over that later with specific types. I could bring out everything and then go through all this with you if you want. Here we go. These are Bryozoa. Ice, most likely, it's all rough and bumpy, so it's most likely like figure 53. But I could look over that later if you want. I'm just doing a brief overview. Now the shells we could go over too if you want. Again, a brief overview. Right now just showing you what we have here in Ohio. I've never found that though. I've always wanted to, with shells on top of shells. More shells. I found some of these worm tubes. Trilobites. Yeah, this is the type that I have. Well, I have to look at these two and look it up again. Yeah, multiple different species in Ohio. Seen some of those. Where's the other? Oh, that's the inside of a horn coral. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm forgetting what these are called. Let me get it out quick. They look like spines, but they actually aren't. They have, well, that's a bad example, but yet they have like little, they look like a spine and they have little stars on the end. This one's a horrible example of that. But let's see if I can find it for you guys quick before I end this. Look at that, there's so many different types of shells it could be. Just really kind of hard. Let's see. Yeah, I have some of these. These are, I don't know the name. There's so many different species, it's hard to tell. More trilobites. Different types of horn coral. No, that's the same species as that. I'm just showing you what I have right now. More Bryozoa. Is that it? Is that, yeah, that's it. When I have figure 158. However you say that, that's what that was. That's what it was. Let's see if there's anything else I could show you that I might have. More pictures. I love this book. Even though it's really old, it's still really helpful. You can see mostly sea life, Pennsylvanian. I think I don't deal with that very much. Or not at all. Yeah, I think I don't deal with this at all. I just deal with the Ordovicians and possibly Silurian. Actually, I think I might have found one of these nautiloids. Like a small section of it. I really don't know though. I have to bring it out and see. More shells. More of these. Yeah, and then just goes into mammals, possibly. But yeah, those are extremely rare. Then a whole bunch of stuff. And an index, and that's it. So that is all just for a brief overview. If you want me to talk about anything or bring out other fossils I have, please tell me. And please remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.